doing well and keeping safe. Security Chronicle welcome you to the bi-weekly bulletin of the last 2 weeks of January 2021. Let's start with the top bulletins. 2.28 million users data of a dating site leaked by famous hacker. Amazon Kindle e-reader multiple vulnerabilities can lead to account takeover. New wormable Android malware spreading through WhatsApp messages. Online gaming platform VIP Games exposes 23 million users data. World's most dangerous malware, Emotet, disrupted in Operation Ladybird. A famous hacker has leaked the details of more than 2.28 million users of meetmindful.com on a leak forum. Some of the sensitive data has been shared as a free download which was publicly accessible. Meet Mindful, founded in 2014, is a dating platform for people who are into health, well-being and mindfulness. The leaked data have 1.2 GB file appears to be dump of the site's user database, which includes real names, email addresses, city, state, zip details, body details, dating preferences, marital status, birth dates, latitude and longitude, IP addresses, Bcrypt hashed account passwords, Facebook user IDs, Facebook authentication tokens. While not all leaked accounts have full details included, for many Meet Mindful users, the provided data can be used to trace their dating profiles back to their real-world identities. The data leak posted by Shiny Hunters, it's the same threat actor group who has been involved in several data breaches in the past and recently too. Moreover, the data is still publicly available for download on the leak forum, and the leak of this highly sensitive data represents an imminent issue for the site's user, so Meet Mindful needs to notify account holders. Security Chronicle believes that this is a serious concern, as in the past few years, we and people in cybersecurity have seen many cybercrime groups have engaged in a practice called sextortion, where they take data leaked from dating sites and contact site users, threatening to expose their dating profiles and history to family or work colleagues unless they are paid a ransom demand. Security researcher Yogev Baron from Real Mode Labs, Israel-based cybersecurity consulting firm, has discovered an exploit chain that could have been allowed an attacker to take complete control of a Kindle e-reader simply by knowing the targeted user's email address. The exploit chain, dubbed as Kindle Drip, involved the exploitation of the 3 different security holes, all of which were addressed by Amazon. The first vulnerability was related to the Send to Kindle feature, which allows user to send an ebook in MOBI format to their Kindle device via email as an attachment. Amazon generates a Kindle.com email address where a user can send ebooks as an attachment from a list of email addresses approved by the user. Baron discovered that he could abuse this feature to send a specially crafted ebook that would allow him to execute arbitrary code on the targeted device. Second vulnerability that allowed researcher to escalate privileges and execute the code as root, which gave him complete access to the device. The attacker could access device credentials and make purchases on the Kindle store using the victim's credit card. An attacker would have only needed the targeted user's email address and to convince the victim to click on a link inside the malicious ebook. While the Send to Kindle feature only allows user to send ebook from pre-approved email addresses, the researcher pointed out that an attacker could have simply used an email spoofing service. Amazon has addressed the security holes that requires changes to the Kindle firmware and awarded $18,000 bug bounty to the researcher. The code execution and privilege escalation issues were patched in December 2020 with the release of version 5.13.4. Security Chronicle suggests Kindle user to update the software as soon as possible to the newest release or version, as the security of your devices and services should be the top priority. Android users should watch out for a new wormable malware that spreads through WhatsApp and lures the prospective victims into downloading an app from a website masquerading as Google Play. Malware researcher Lucas Stefanko at ESET has looked under the hood of this Android nasty. Malware was first reported by a Twitter user, Ribensk, where it appears to be mainly intended to generate fraudulent advertising revenue for its operators. Later, Lucas analyzed and said this malware spreads via the victim's WhatsApp automatically replying to any WhatsApp message notification with a link to a fake and malicious Huawei mobile app. Once installed, the vulnerable app prompts victim to grant it notification access, which is then abused to carry out the vulnerable attack. Specifically, it leverages WhatsApp's quick reply feature, which is used to respond to incoming messages directly from the notification. Besides requesting permissions to read notifications, the app also requests intrusive access to run in the background with its own window that can be used to steal credentials and additional sensitive information. Lucas said the worm spread via messages to WhatsApp contacts only when the last received message by the victim was sent more than an hour ago. Furthermore, Lucas added that he believes that this is done so as not to raise suspicion among the victim's contacts, since receiving a link as a response to every message might cause alarm. Currently, the app seems mainly to be used in an adware or subscription scam campaign, although it could be used to do worse. To protect yourself, the best course of action would be to avoid clicking on any suspicious links, only download apps from Google Play, and use a reputable security solution. Online gaming has rapidly grown in popularity, with the global industry projected to surpass $200 billion in revenue by 2023. But as gaming's reach has grown, so has the volume and sensitivity of the data that gaming platforms hold. Moreover, online gaming brings together user personal information, transaction details, and gaming habits. This fusion of confidential information creates a lucrative environment of cybercriminals to exploit. Researchers at WizCase has found that the confidential data of VIPgames.com was accessible to the public and could be viewed by anyone with the URL of Elasticsearch server, left open without any password protection or encryption. VIPgames.com is a free-to-play online card and board game platform accessible via the website or the mobile app. It is owned by Casualino JSC, a game development studio that also runs other online card and board game platforms. The VIPgames.com platform draws over 20,000 active daily players, and mobile app has been downloaded more than 1 lakh times on Google Play Store as at December 2020. More than 30 GB of data was leaked. It compromised over 66 user profiles and 23 million records. The information exposed included username, emails, device details, IP addresses, hashed passwords, Facebook IDs, Twitter IDs, Google IDs, in-game transaction details, bets and details regarding banned players. WizCase warned that the implication of the breach could be costly for victims if the exposed data is viewed by the nefarious actors. Security Chronicle also suggests our viewers, if any one of you are the users of VIP games, immediately change your passwords and be extra vigilant, as leaked data could have been exploited for identity theft, fraud, phishing, scamming, espionage, and malware infestation. In the last week of this month, law enforcement and judicial authorities worldwide have disrupted one of the most significant botnets of the past decade, Emotet. Investigators have now taken control of its infrastructure in an international coordinated action. This Operation Ladybird is the result of a collaborative efforts between authorities in the Netherlands, Germany, the United States, the United Kingdom, France, Lithuania, Canada, and Ukraine, with international activity coordinated by Europol and Eurojust. Let us tell you about Emotet. Emotet first emerged as banking Trojan in 2014, but evolved into one of the most powerful forms of malware used by cybercriminals over the years. How Emotet works. The Emotet group managed to take emails as an attack vector to a next level. This email spamming botnet has been used to distribute malicious word attachments that further install additional malicious threats known as TrickBot, Ryuk, and QBot. What has happened during the operation by law enforcement? To severely disrupt the Emotet infrastructure, law enforcement teamed up together to create an effective operational strategy. Authorities gained control of the infrastructure and took it down from the inside. The infrastructure of Emotet included hundreds of servers located around the world with various functionalities to manage the infected computers. 2 main servers were located in the Netherlands and 1 outside. Besides taking down the infrastructure, the Ukraine Cyber Police Department arrested 2 individuals believed to be involved in the botnet's infrastructure maintenance and could face 12 years if they are found guilty. In addition, other affiliates of the cybercrime group using the infrastructure have been identified. Measures are being taken to detain them. Law enforcement authorities are now spreading a module that will uninstall the malware on March 25, 2021. This could be a major interruption that will make it very hard for Emotet to get active again. Taking down Emotet's infrastructure is a major win, which is expected to help boost the global fight against cybercrime. To be safe from similar attacks, experts suggest using a reliable anti-malware solution, providing training to employees in identifying phishing emails, and always updating operating system and software. That's all for today. Hope January's last bi-weekly bulletin has really helped you in understanding the things happening in security arena, and you can make yourself safe and secure with these cyber incidents. Keep watching our videos and do not forget to like, share and subscribe this channel. Till then, stay safe and healthy. Signing off, Rosalie.